Man, watch what happens. Watch what happens. I go right there on 12 minutes. I'm ready. I'm ready to get the ball. I'm ready to you got to just pull the pants up.
That's what I call using the franchise.
That applies to those without telling you.
Yes, it does. Yes, absolutely. That's the time.
I live next door.
I'm
a community. And that's why everything. Okay? But mostly when something goes on or whatever, most of the elected officials like holding hands without chopping and stuff like that don't break the chain. Okay? But most of the time, they be fighting for up here. Not for downtown, they fight for uptown. Okay? Even though he's from the east side, but he still comes over to the west side.
I understand. That's what we want to be.
Most of the elected officials, they be fighting for uptown. Even though it might not seem like it, but they does. Okay? And plenty of people have joined elected officials and joined the voters registration. Most people even work for the Board of Election now. They got a lot of young people now going for the Board of Election money. Okay? The Board of Election pays good money. You have to wait. It's not like fast money like you out here on the street hustling, but you will get paid. And you will get paid a couple hundreds. Alright? So, it's good to fill out that little box on this form here at the bottom, because they ask you, do you want to work? Okay? And after you finish working, they pay you $300. You might have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. You might have to wait 6 to 8 weeks for it, but you'll get $300 tax free.
$300 for one day?
Yeah. $300 for one day.
You get $300 for weeks.
Consistency for change. You can't just do this tonight. You just can't do this when Reverend Al comes out. We need to keep this going every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night until Labor Day. You know, we have another contingency that's doing peace walks during the daytime. It has to be a community full court press. So I urge you, I plead with you to look around and notice who's not here tonight. Give that person a call and ask them to meet me here tomorrow night. Because we're going to be here again tomorrow night at 11 p.m. And we're going to hold it down again. And I know that if you're going to throw eggs tomorrow night, doggone it, throw some bacon, throw some bacon, throw some bacon.
Yes, sir. Put a little pepper on it, put a little pepper on it, put a little pepper on it.
You're going to need that in the morning when they get up.
I'm just saying I'm hungry.
I know it's right, I know.
But on a serious note, it takes consistency for there to be change. The behavior that's taking place in our community has been allowed to take place in our community because of a consistent, non-active or proactive approach by us. I'm so happy that elected officials are coming out. At the end of the day, we want to let them know two things. One, we love them. Two, things are going to change.
Yes.
This is no different than slavery, Jim Crow law. We can beat this. We can beat this. If only we stand for 2 hours on this corner tomorrow night. God bless you. Don't go home yet. Don't go home yet. We got no more time. God bless you.
churches here with empty basements, okay, where kids can go to. We can ask the churches to put the light on in the churches, in the synagogues, where the light can be for any young man or woman in trouble can go to, and we can have trained people there to see their needs, to be able to shoot them through a system where there are plenty of solutions. Okay, so what am I saying? One, education. Well, I'm saying to many of the brothers, stop getting high.
That's right.
Stop getting high. Drugs is not the solution. Weed is not the solution. All right? I smoked a joint twice in my life in my 78 years. And I did it when I was 32. And it made me horny, but I didn't eat that. Okay? And one to increase the blood, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying to you is that a solution, stop getting high. Stop smoking weed. Okay? And then you'll be able to get your education. All right? Get a trade. No, not a job, but a trade. There are plenty jobs out here for men with high school educations that pay as much as a PhD. I got a sheet of paper, there's 300 jobs on there. But the other thing is, again, thank you for allowing me to speak. I wrote a book, Applying Alcoholics Anonymous Principles to the Disease of Racism. You want to get it? Go to the IsaiahProject.net. IsaiahProject.net, and you find the rest of the solution. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
I want to give other people an opportunity. I'm going to ask that people not go outside the circle and have other conversations, because what it does is you get your thing off and then other people don't get hurt. So that's disrespectful.
I want to say something.
Can we keep the circle, please? So that we keep some.
My name is Anthony Tyrone, and I'm a member of NAN I've been marching for 20 some odd years. That's right. And I want to say something. This is a circle, and I want to say solutions. Right now, this is beginning of healing. This beginning of a circle of young and old people together. We are a village, and we have to think. It has been said before, but we have to practice that. We have to practice how we treat each other. Solution. How you treat each other is most important. How you think. It's been said, but you have to practice it. If you have a mentality where you, young or old, and you are constantly doing negative things, young or old, it happened in the ancient, it's happening now. There's no different. We think it's a different. When I was in the music business and I was writing lyrics, it was a different time, it's a different generation, but we got to understand we've been tricked. We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked by the music too. We've been tricked by lyrics. So there's some lyrics that can train you to do certain things. I know, I used to write. Okay? So as a village of people, young and old, one of the solutions is practice your history and your culture. Practice your history, your culture, and believe in your God. Because first of all, African Americans, us as a circle, that was our strength. What is your culture? Chinese got 8,000 years of culture. Our culture is in our history. What is your culture? How many people can tell me what's your culture? Name your culture. Your culture is your church, your Farrakhan, your Sharptons, your rhythm and blues, your hip hop, your Tupac, your Biggie. Whatever that we do alike in culture, that's how you define your culture. If you can't define your culture and your history, you are more detrimental to yourself. Because Malcolm was out here in the street. A lot of us came up out the street. A lot of us came up doing a whole lot of things. But look at us. We're here trying to make a solution. So sometimes we come from a different background. Short, tall, fat, young, whatever. But you get up out the bed and use all of that. Solution. Harriet Tubman didn't have a cell phone. She didn't have a Mercedes-Benz. But she made 300 slaves free. And she never got caught. So with that power that our ancestors can do, you know we can do it. We can do it, young and old. We don't have to fight each other about the young. We get together and talk to each other. Walk down the street, talk. Some things I don't know, I have to ask young people. Some things young people have to ask me. So we got to share and socially, mentally get together and talk to each other. And don't let things affect us and say, don't talk to the old. Because a lot of things can come from TV, a lot of things can come from different ways to affect you. Because this generation is our people. We are all the same people. So solutions. Learn to talk to each other. Learn your history and culture. Thank you.
So my name is Oscar Carter. I'm 65 years old, and I think the solution is simple. I think it's absolutely I think the solution is very simple, and I want to speak against fighting against something or trying to correct something with programs and all that. We can continue to do that, and I said we shouldn't do those. We can continue to do that. But I can every person standing here right now can do something right now. And I'm going to say two things about it. One is, let's see, there's a brother on the internet. If you're on YouTube, I want you to go to YouTube and I want you to listen to a brother. I can't think of his name, but just put in a search engine in YouTube. It's your fault. 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 Okay. So what I'm suggesting you do, what you can do, take that mirror, turn around, look it right here in your face. So when I walk down the street and I drop a piece of paper, I turn around and pick up the piece of paper. Sometimes I don't pick up that piece of paper. See, to me, it's all relative. To me, it's all relative. Yes, we got some, bad things happening here. We got some bad things happening here. Me throwing a piece of paper on the floor is a bad thing. We got some people not throwing a piece of paper on the floor at all. I say you should look in the mirror. I want to say the word self-respect. Respect yourself. Look in the mirror. What am I doing? What am I doing to make myself God-like? Amen.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Dawn Jones. I'm a national board member of National Action Network. I see a lot of our members here. I would like to commend Aisha Shakur, who's been out here doing this work.
Yeah, right.
As far as solutions are concerned, for me, I'm originally from Teaneck, New Jersey, in the suburb. And what we did, even though people don't think there's drugs in the suburbs, probably more over there. And what we found ourselves doing is coming over here and carrying it. I went to Virginia State University. There's just as much down there. And unfortunately, there's shootings on our campus. You saw Virginia Tech a couple of years ago, 32 young people. They had another shooting, and even my campus. When they said to wear white shirts today, I was looking for a shirt, and I said, you know what, put this shirt on today. Because first of all, it's Harlem Week, and there was a shooting on my campus, Virginia State University. But the first solution that I say is when I moved to the city, I moved near Common Avenue Baptist Church. And admittedly, I first joined because I saw the double car cars. I'll be very honest. I saw the Mercedes, the BMW, but then I heard the preaching, the fiery preaching of Reverend Clarence P. Grant. And as this gentleman just said, I was walking and asking the chair, African American Experience Group. And that has to do with our culture. We gave Black history, women's history, presidential, all the different histories. We've had Dr. Benzier, Dr. Clark, all of the historians. So that's number one, is just knowing your history. I work in Brooklyn Heights, and when I was asked to take on work to go to Percy Sutton's funeral, they didn't know who he was, okay? When I asked to, I was leaving work to go to Judge Bruce Wright, one of my mentors, street naming, they did not know who he was. So number one is history, that our young people, they got to get that back into the schools. I got to go into a historical Black college, okay? Education is the key. However, we got a lot of issues at our schools. You see the mother in Brooklyn who was shot, okay? My aunt is a substitute in Newark because she didn't get her 401s and 457. She didn't have enough for retirement. She has a substitute. She steps out the car and her car gets shot up. So we got a lot of issues in our schools with gun violence. Okay, the shooting on 129th, I happen to know Akeem Green because I was meeting with him regarding Black history at the church. It was devastating. When I stepped into his funeral, I cried before I even stepped in the church. I've been to 3 funerals since June. Okay, the 4-year-old that was devastated. That's the 3rd young person I've been to. Shot Hill in East New York, and then it was a newborn in Teaneck, New Jersey, shot in a crib. Even though the father was into something, it's devastating. You got a newborn baby shot. Okay, so I have been to your funeral, and admittedly, yes, it's affecting me. If you see me sitting down, I injured my foot. Okay, the other solution I would say is just join an organization. I hear people saying there's nothing to do. When I heard that we're supposed to be here 11 to 1, I said, well, how am I going to do that? I have to be at church tomorrow at 9:30. I have to be at NAN at 9 o'clock in the morning, every Saturday. I have to be to work by 9 o'clock. So every single day I have things to do. I have a union.
when you're in an organization, there's constantly things to do. Sometimes it's too much because you drain your pocket. When Alberta Sproul was killed over like on 143rd Street, I joined the organizations that she was in that I had never heard of, like CBTU and CLU. So there are things to do, and just to close, I would just say, but I'm not going to say join NAN. I'll be biased and tell you to join National Action Network, but we have Hazel Dukes here, the NAACP. Right. We have Aisha Sakuda. There's so many things that you can do and engage your young people. My brother is in Ohio. I'll be very honest, he's a money person. When he got his master's degree, and they were not paying enough for him here in New York, so he's in Ohio, but he got pulled over, okay? He's a director, and he did not tame his tongue, all right? They put him in jail overnight. He got out, but believe me, even though my brother's in Ohio, I am very worried about him. We also have to tell our young people to pull their hands up. Okay, a lot of times when I do say something to a young people, I get cursed out, all right? And we also have to tell our young people we do have to tell them to stay in school, but we have to find a way to provide safety in these schools, okay? Because my little cell phone is ringing every day. When I get home, my email, I get Brooklyn calls, all as far as Canarsie, of shootings, and believe me, it is devastating on families. Aisha was there this morning. The family of the young man killed in Bushwick. Oh yes. His grandmother was there today. Okay, the 4-year-old in the Bronx was there. I mean, this is just constant. We at National Action Network, we're meeting families. When I go in there, if you can see the faces of the workers, they're like Ms. Jones. They're calling every single day. We get the cases that don't even make the news. And finally, 135th Street, where I used to live, a young man that was killed, Kenneth Archibald, he happened to come from the same high school that I went to Teaneck High School. When I saw his obituary, I said, this is so many connections to where I'm from or where I live of people being killed. Okay, and let's just continue to keep these families in our prayers. And once again, I want to thank Aisha Shakur. I'm going to try my best to be out here. You might see me with my chair, but I'm going to try my best to be out here for the next 4 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Remember, family, we are focusing on peace, solutions to peace. And solutions can be something as simple. Like I said, it's cameras. One of the things we found out most recently is that money for cameras in these housing projects, and we've been in them. I think when the kid was killed in Lincoln, was thrown off the roof. Last year this time.
That's right.
Nobody knew how his body got there.
That's
The
right.
reason why they didn't know is because there were no cameras.
Yeah,
People are being beat up, run into buildings. Old people are afraid to go to the store during the day because there are no cameras, and the people who are hanging in the hallways and in front of the building, they're afraid. People are shooting. So I want you to really think, and I know we want to tell our story, but I want you to really think about the stuff that we can kind of do immediately. This is not like a quick fix. I mean, this is not like we're trying to solve everything overnight. There are some things that we need to have done immediately, and one is cameras. 2 is we need to look at some of the other ways to police in our neighborhood. Maybe the police are missing something. They're focusing on stop and frisk. Maybe they need to focus on who's really selling the guns. So I want to hear more of that so that we can capture whatever it is. Okay? Thank you.
All right. My name is Isabelle Harton, and I'm a member of NAN. And the same thing she was just said. How are we going to get the guns out of our community? How are we going to make the policemen really step up to checking out how the guns are getting into the community and the drugs? Our children are not bringing it into the community. They end up with it. And we have to really get behind the police department to do a little more than they're doing. And that's my feeling.
Yes.
That we have to work with them and make sure that they find out how the guns are getting in. They talk about buyback. And when they get the buyback, what do they do with all the guns? Do they go back out into the community? We don't know. Now they say they melt them down. Do we see them melt them down? This is a lot of things that we have to do as a community. Really address and follow up and find out exactly where are these guns going once they buy back, once they get them in their hands, where's the drugs going, and why are they in our community and not in other communities. To me, the police knows a lot and they're not addressing it. And we're putting it all on our children, but the police board has a lot to do.
All right, man.
And to help us as well.
So I want to make sure that I got you. I know where the guns are.
Where they coming from and what they doing with them when they get the buyback. They melt them down. A group needs to be there when they melt them down to make sure they melt them down.
That's called community oversight.
Oh yeah.
And what I want the community to know is don't think that you can't ask for oversight. You can.
Exactly.
Oversight means to watch over it as it happens.
That's right. And we follow it
Or to
through.
monitor it.
That's it.
That could happen.
That's what we need to do.
Right.
Put it all on our children, but it's not all our children.
My name is Abdul Kareem Mohammed. I'm a Harlem resident, member of the Circle of Brothers organization, and like everyone else here, looking for solutions. The one thing I did want to say that just came to my mind is something that I'm sure has been said, but the impressive thing about this gathering is it's call to action by Reverend Sharpton and the organizations that are here, the brothers and sisters and family that is here. And I said the organizations, we have multiple organizations, Three-Quarter Resources, Network, Nation of Islam, which is the name of the organization, Brother Peacekeeper, and many other organizations and officials that are represented. And the simple thing I just want to impress on all of us is the importance of us continuing this movement and continuing our connection to each other. I'm very glad that Reverend Sharpton and the National Action Network started this. Because let's be honest, I mean, prior to this, we've always been able to work in some capacity with each other, but I don't think we've been connected as we need to be connected. And if this problem is ever going to be solved, it's going to be solved by us working together as individuals, organizations, and community folks working together consistently over time. So my prayer, dear family, is that this effort continues strong for the next 4 weekends as it's planned, but that out of this 4 weekends, we come up with a plan that's going to continue the movement over time. All right, thank you.
And we're talking solutions today, yeah? All right. And we've heard, like, figuring out where the guns are. That's a big thing, grand sweeping thing. But in my, like, feeble little mind, I have this thing about small things, because I think that small things make big things. And I want to put 3 things on the table: language, context, and hold on, language, context, and there's one more, and I just lost that. But language is important because as I stood here and young men walked by, I said, "Gentlemen," and no one even looked me in the eye. Now, what troubles me about that is if you haven't heard someone call you a gentleman, for you to be able to respond in kind, we have to, tone, that's the third one. We have to change how we speak to our young people. See, if we talk to them like they can, that like they're good people, like they can do things, like we have expectation for them. These things, it will start to manifest, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight. We need to put the I need instant gratification thing to the side, and individually, these are the things you can do. So language, talk to them differently, try something differently. Context, because they do a lot of things and they have no context in which it happens and why they're doing it. Or, you know, they'll watch something that's violent, but when you watched it, you didn't go out and do things violently, but they did. Why? Because they had no context into what they were seeing. So try to explain the context when you're going through things, and then tone. Tone is ever so important, and each one of these 3 things I've been so guilty of in my life. And that's the reason why I throw them out, because I find that I do better in life when I work on my language, the context in which I'm speaking, and the tone. Because if I'm giving this, and if the way that I'm saying it just makes you feel like you're here, you've heard nothing that I said. I could have given you the cure for cancer, but you heard nothing because you didn't like my tone. So if you want something that you can individually do without having to get 50 people together, work on the language in which you speak to, not just to children, but to each other. Because we got to work on how we talk to one another, because even going to the store is a problem. So we got to work on our language, the context in which our lives are. Context is so important. Context and nuances is like over there. We need to bring it back here, and the tone in which we speak to one another. Once we get those three things together, you'd be surprised. When people feel respected, they have an understanding, and they feel important, people do different. So when you know better, you do better. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Dominique Sharpton. I wanted to send this tape to really congratulate the students who are graduating from this program with TLC Pathways to Success. I'm certainly especially proud of Cheyenne, Martinez, and Derek because they are really examples of the young people that we are really here at National Action Network trying to promote and encourage. Just to let you know, Cheyenne, I want you to go for your dreams and continue. I hear that you are great in cosmetology, so I want you to continue with your dreams and goals to get into the industry of doing hair and to do a great job. Derek, I hear that you did a great job this year with your behavior skills and that you want to be a mathematician. Go for it, and I'm going to encourage you while you're in college, going into college, to continue that dream as well. And lastly, Martinez, thank you, Martinez, for believing in yourself enough to come back to the program this year and to work harder on the skills that you felt that you were less adequate in. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for believing in yourself, because we believe in you and want you to succeed. So congratulations to the three of you especially. I wish you all the best in your college preparations. Note that National Action Network here, National Action Network Youth Move, we're waiting on you to join. We want to ensure in you the hope that you need to move forward in your lives and your livelihoods. But understand that you have a home here at National Action Network with the Youth Move. If we can help you in anything, in any capacity of your life, whether it be mentoring, whether it be in your college preparatory process, whatever it is that we can do to assist you further with your life, give us a call and let us know. But whatever you do, stay true and steadfast in what you believe in, and know that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to doing. I believe in you, and I'm glad that you believe in you. Thank you, Ms. Tanya Dixon, and thank you, TLC, for encouraging these young people to never give up on themselves and their dreams. Thank you all. Hi, I'm Dominique Sharpton. I really wanted to send this tape to congratulate the students who graduated from Learning for Life's program, Pathways to Employment. While I couldn't be there with you this year to congratulate you personally at your graduation, I wanted to send this because I really do appreciate and admire the steps that you've taken, and really wanted to congratulate you personally for your success. I'm specifically encouraging three young people in particular that I'm proud of, Cheyenne, Martinez, and Derek. Congratulations on completing the program. I've heard so much about you guys. Cheyenne, I hear that you graduated high school this year. Congratulations. I also hear that you're interested in going into cosmetology. I just wanted to let you know that you can do anything that you put your mind to doing, Cheyenne. All right, go forward. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Go for it and appreciate the fact that you have these type of this structure. You have this community building. You have the TLC. You have Dominique Sharpton to support you and to continue to encourage you to go for your dreams and accomplish anything you put your mind to doing. To Derek, congratulations on getting those anger skills together and your behavior skills have improved. I'm hearing all about that. I also hear that you're interested in math. Go for it, Derek. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Go for it. We're here to encourage you. And last but not least, Martinez. We hear that this is your second year in the program, that you came back to the program to improve, and we applaud that. We applaud your accomplishments in that. And we also hear that you're going to college. Congratulations. You know, that is great. Go for it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, that you can't succeed, because you are. You're doing it. You are doing it. So congratulations to the three of you. Congratulations to all of the graduates of the program. Thank you, Ms. Tanya Dixon, for getting me inspired and encouraged by these young people. I know that they are appreciative to you and to your staff for really being there for them. And know that National Action Network is a place for you guys to come. We have a youth movement, and we want you to get involved in all that we're doing across the country. We're fighting for you. We're out there in the forefront fighting the injustices in your community so that you can have a safe haven to come back to after you go to college and you get your degrees. You can come back and help us to reform the communities that you are a part of and bring more programs like this to your community so that we can better another young person's lives like they have bettered yours. Thank you so much for allowing me to address you, and I look forward to meeting each one of you in person, and congratulations again. Hi, I'm Dominique Sharpton. I really wanted to send this tape to congratulate the students who graduated from Learning for Life's program, Pathways to Employment. While I couldn't be there with you this year to congratulate you personally at your graduation, I wanted to send this because I really do appreciate and admire the steps that you've taken, and really wanted to congratulate you personally for your success. I'm specifically encouraging 3 young people in particular that I'm proud of, Cheyenne, Martinez, and Derek. Congratulations on completing the program. I've heard so much about you guys. Cheyenne, I hear that you graduated high school this year. Congratulations. I also hear that you're interested in going into cosmetology. I just wanted to let you know that you can do anything that you put your mind to doing, Cheyenne. All right, go forward. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Go for it and appreciate the fact that you have these type of this structure. You have this community building. You have the TLC. You have Dominique Sharpton to support you and to continue to encourage you to go for your dreams and accomplish anything you put your mind to doing. To Derek, congratulations on getting those anger skills together and your behavior skills have improved. I'm hearing all about that. I also hear that you're interested in math. Go for it, Derek. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Go for it. We're here to encourage you. And last but not least, Martinez. We hear that this is your second year in the program, that you came back to the program to improve, and we applaud that. We applaud your accomplishments in that. And we also hear that you're going to college. Congratulations. You know, that is great. Go for it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, that you can't succeed, because you are. You're doing it. You are doing it. So congratulations to the 3 of you. Congratulations to all of the graduates of the program. Thank you, Ms. Tanya Dixon, for getting me inspired and encouraged by these young people. I know that they are appreciative to you and to your staff for really being there for them. And know that National Action Network is a place for you guys to come. We have a youth movement, and we want you to get involved in all that we're doing across the country. We're fighting for you. We're out there in the forefront fighting the injustices in your community so that you can have a safe haven to come back to after you go to college and you get your degrees. You can come back and help us to reform the communities that you are a part of and bring more programs like this to your community so that we can better another young person's lives like they have bettered yours. Thank you so much for allowing me to address you, and I look forward to meeting each one of you in person, and congratulations again.